Queen Elizabeth I occupies a significant place in the history of England, but few people know the story of her mother Anne, born in England in 1501, grew up in a family with aspirations of social ascent. After spending part of her childhood in the Netherlands and later in France, she returned to England in 1522 as a young woman, possessing an education uncommon for women of her time. Back in England, it didn't take long for King Henry VIII to take notice of her. Despite his admiration, Anne declined to become his mistress, a decision that eventually led to their secret wedding in 1533. With her charisma, Anne became the Queen of England, but her reign was short-lived. And Boleyn's downfall was not solely a matter of infidelity, other forces were at play. The charges brought against her included adultery, incest, and high treason. While severe and shocking, the evidence was far from substantial. These accusations were reflective of the political climate of the time rather than a clear indictment of Anne's personal conduct. The key orchestrator behind these charges was Thomas Cromwell, King Henry's chief minister and once Anne's strong ally. As Anne's influence grew, so did their rivalry. Disagreements on state policy and the distribution of church wealth turned their once cordial relationship into a power struggle. Capitalizing on the king's dissatisfaction and desire for a male heir, Cromwell constructed a case against Anne. In May 1536, Anne was arrested, accused of high treason, adultery, and incest. The trial, marked by testimonies extracted under duress and vague insinuations, lacked solid proof. In the politically charged atmosphere of Henry's court, it proved enough to condemn Anne. And Boleyn, once the most powerful woman in England, became a pawn in the larger game of power and politics. Her downfall resulted not only from her enemies' machinations, but also from her failure to produce a male heir. She faced execution by beheading on the morning of May 19, 1536, at the Tower of London, maintaining her dignity until the end. Anne's life serves as a cautionary tale about the perils of seeking too much power and the unpredictable nature of royal politics. Despite her short life, Anne's impact on history was significant. Her marriage to Henry VIII marked the beginning of the Protestant Reformation in England. However, Anne's legacy extends beyond religious changes. Her most significant contribution may be her daughter Elizabeth. Elizabeth, born to a queen who met a tragic end, went on to become one of England's greatest rulers. The Elizabethan era, marked by growth in wealth, discovery, and culture, flourished under her reign. And Boleyn's story of ambition, ascent to power, and subsequent fall has inspired numerous books, films, and discussions. From queen to traitor, Anne's tale remains unforgettable in history. Subscribe to our channel. Here you will find many interesting stories that really happened in the history of mankind.